you, be who you want. You don't have to waste your time in this life. Do what you want, be who you can. You don't have to ever ask yourself why.
Okay, I want to say welcome again everybody, hi, it's only me, Wilshire Richard, and thanks for joining me, okay? In this video I'm going to do my dumbbells workout again, and I'm not going to go too crazy, but I'm just going to get the best in as I can get. I've been doing a dumbbells workout recently, as you can see I'm not like the biggest, toughest guy, especially when I have my top off, but as I say, it's like tropical heat here, it's tropical burning South China, as I say, and I've just turned my air conditioner on actually because it's like unbearable, you know. Anyway, I've been following recently. I want to say I've been following a weight regimen, like just doing some dumbbells because I've got some dumbbells, fairly good weight on them. I'm adjusting the discs as I feel comfortable as I work into it. Okay, but I want to just say, I want to say thank you for watching. Okay, I hope you can find my videos inspiring. I'm trying to build up my strength because I've always been a skinny bastard. So, so I'm trying to build up my strength, not overdoing it, but like trying to get a bit in and gradually build on that strength. Because I know about gradually working out and gradual training, what that can actually do with good repetition. All of my training in my life, everything I've done, my martial arts practice, from all of the movements, the balance, the coordination, all of the fighting moves I learned in the martial arts that I've learned, that's taken repetition, you know, it's taken a long time to practice, you know, and to actually develop it in the, to develop myself in the ability. Flexibility also, plus strength training for the whole, for the legs and the stance work, everything. Flexibility for like kicking and stuff, you know. I'm not the most flexible person, but I'm always stretching. All of this, and also conditioning. Also, I want to say, conditioning like for my arms and that. I've got like, I always condition my arms. I've done a lot of conditioning for blocks, strikes, and conditioning for the kung fu and the training. What else? All of it needs conditioning, the breathing, and learning to what's the word? Stamina and endurance, balance, and balance not only as in balance, but balance as in the fluidity throughout the structure of your whole body, your body, knowing the structure of all of your moves when you're doing a kung fu, whether it be Tai Chi, for example, Tai Chi, okay, also all of the arts, all the martial arts you do, you're learning about, muscular structure, as in, no matter what physique you've got, but you're learning how to tense certain muscles and relax other muscles, so you're balancing the hard and the soft always. Now, I've always been into like the training, like the soft element, like absorbing the opponent's energy and using it against them, like you would find in a Tai Chi, okay, Yong Chun, which is Wing Chun, okay, Bagua, or even things like Aikido, with the absorbing of the opponent's energy and using the energy against them, redirecting and diverting the energy. But okay, strength is very important. And I think, as I'm 35 years old and I'm nearly 36, I want to just build up more, just my little thing, I want to build up more strength in my arms. Or I want to build up some good muscle, some good strength. I'm not a bodybuilder or anything, but I want to develop more power for my punches, my punches or my kung fu techniques, So when I'm grabbing on, or I have to use the tiger or whatever, techniques, sometimes you need more power. So I really respect people that do implement some weight training, gym training, whatever, pull-ups, push-ups, all of that. Just gradually working in. You don't have to go mad. So there's some people that are very inspiring. You can see online, like I was watching some motivational videos from C.T. Fletcher. C.T. Fletcher. Have you ever heard of him? World famous weightlifting guy. But I'm just doing some weights to help me with my strength in the martial arts. Now, talk's talk, I'm going to get straight to this. I want to say thank you for watching, and to make this a bit interesting, I'm going to talk to you about some topics, again, martial art wise, while I'm doing it. Like I'll do some, I'll put them down and talk, and then I'll get back in. I'm going to do different sets of movements as usual. Now remember, okay, you can't be, it's not good to eat or drink too much before doing any working out. You know, and also it's not good to be talking while you're working out, and you should control your breathing also, okay? But I'm going to just do my reps, you know, and then put them down, talk to you for a moment, and then continue, okay, and focus. Like that, okay, just for this video to make it a little more interesting for you, okay, but yeah, you can just see what I'm doing. My repetition's nothing crazy, my regimen is nothing crazy, my routine, it's nothing too hardcore, you know. Loosen up first. In the morning I do a full body stretch routine in the mornings, okay. This is the evening now in this video, South China, you know. I'm planning to put together a boxing basic boxing regimen routine just for myself to sharpen up some of my boxing skills too. And what I'm going to do also is I'm going to put together some extra regiments for my Kung Fu too, especially my Wing Chun and my Yung Chun, more training for myself, because I've been teaching for so many years and I do a lot of my own practice in all the martial arts I do, but I want to just refine and focus and just go back to doing some old school training. I mean, I think a lot of martial artists are like this. We train more when we're learning, like in the past, and then we build up ourselves to such a level, and then as the years go by we kind of become a bit rusty if we don't go back. And you know, I'm not saying I'm going rusty, but what I mean is I want to just go back, review, train some of that old school stuff like I did before, certain drills and things, and focus on my training. I mean, all of the martial arts I've learned really, because you need to do that reviewing for yourself and make sure that your skills are up to scratch, because if you're not, you know, how can you teach people, you know? But I'm always teaching people everything I know, but I can't just be telling myself that I'm great and all that. I need to make sure that I'm always up to skill, and conditioning is very important too. Conditioning is very, very important, I say. And let's get to work on those weights, okay? So let's go. So you can see that this video is a bit different, okay? In this particular video I'm a little bit different. I put my weights in. I'm not going to go over the top in this video either, because I've had a few days break. I was doing weights on another day. I was doing weights and I had a bit of like I overdid it a bit too much. I overdid it, and I needed a day break. The following day I was actually very tired. I had less sleep, so that I ended up with 2 days break. And then, as I said yesterday, there was no reason for it. I was just like purely lazy. So 3 days break, and I don't really want to be giving myself 3 days break like that. People say you can do weight training like you know, 3 or 4 days in a week. Fair enough. You know, it's okay to have days break here and there, but I don't want to give myself too much break, because I'm trying to develop myself. You know what I mean, over the time. Certain days I'll do more on the regimens too. And let's get straight into this, okay? I've loosened up a little bit my arms, and let's just go. Okay, so I'll do 12 to 16 reps of the curls. Let's go. I was going to say before I start, I also want to say you can see that this video is a little bit different to usual, right? Talking too much. No, I mean you can see that I'm like literally talking to you in a friendly, you know, real down to earth manner, you know, and I'm just talking to you about a few things, you know, martial arts related wise, and my training, okay, while I'm doing this. So let's get on to this, okay? I was really lazy. I was going to like leave it tonight, but I thought I've got to do this, man. You've got to push yourself, you know. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Here we go, 16. So I'm trying to go in groups of 16 this time rather than 18, rather than 12. Sometimes 20, but okay. So I'll do that again in a moment. So we're going to talk about some other things too while we're here. You know, so one topic I was going to talk about, and I'm going to talk about this more in future as well, okay, is fighting in general. When you're fighting, I believe, if you do need to fight, and I'm not the best fighter or anything, or the most toughest guy. But when you are fighting, especially, you know, it's very good to have experience in training in formal martial arts, okay? If you can learn in a school or some schools and get some months and years in of formal training, and then practice behind the scenes to train by yourself, you're going to be much more beneficial, okay, than just watching a few videos online or some or none and then just being tough. You need to practice properly, okay? If you can get some sparring with people too, that's good too. And in a real fight, you need to, you need to win. If you can't avoid the fight, which is what you should be doing at all costs, regardless of ego and all that, you should chuck ego out the window. Be wise and logical. If you can avoid a dangerous situation, do it. If you have to fight, then you have to fight to win. And that's it. From the word go. Your first, don't think about the 5th or 20th attack or whatever, and then how you're going to cover, how you're going to defend, and how you're going to this, that, and how long you can last in a fight. No, it should be over straight away. The same way as you just want to run away. If you're in a fight, if you can't escape, you want to win straight away. You want to end this dangerous situation which you cannot be sure you can win. You want to end it straight away. So you can take a guy out. I'm not promoting violence or you knocking someone out, killing somebody. No way. I'm not promoting that, but I'm promoting realistic self-defense and protection. So you have to do it. So let's go with another 16 reps now. I'm talking too much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 there. So sometimes I do sets of 20, fair enough. Okay, so back to what I was saying. The next sets I'm going to do are going to be straight ones, like a straight, that's vertical hammers, like hammer curls. Those were just normal curls. I'm going to do hammer curls next. Sometimes people do them alternating, but I do also sometimes, or just a few on one arm, a few on the other. But I like to do them together. I like the power of doing them together, the feeling of doing them together. And you can do all kinds of exercises and lifts, you know. I'm just doing 4 basic ones I do these days. That's just the curls. Okay, it's my regimen I'm following for now. And just upping the reps like as I go along. Okay, as the days go by, and the weights. Okay, but you know, don't talk too much and, you know, control your breath if you need to always, you know. But I'm just saying, yeah, so I'm doing the curls, and I'm doing the hammer curls, which are like straight versions of those. I'm also doing another one which I call monkeys, or just a side lift, where you lift them up from the side there. And another one is just straight up lifts, like lift raises, I call those. Raises by the shoulders here, just uplifting them up like that. You can turn them that way also if you want to do that. And there's a lot of exercises you can do. I mean, there's so many different things people do. Lifting them up like this, punches I sometimes do, or jump all slowly, all that slowly though. Some people do with a heavier weight, sometimes behind their back and lift it like this, or behind your back there, lifting them up like that. I do that sometimes, you know. And again, alternation, as I say, too, things like that. But those are the main ones. Okay, the main 4 I do are curls, then hammer curls, then side lifts, or I call them monkeys because they look like monkeys, and then raises by your shoulders, it's up here. Yeah, I'm just doing a few here tonight. I'm not going over the top. I'm going to do this before I go to sleep. I'm going to shower. I'm going to do a few things, like do some artwork and stuff, creative stuff and comics and stuff. But what I'm saying is, like, try and push it and get as many reps as possible in, and don't keep thinking about videos and talking and singing or whatever else. You need to focus on what you're doing and push it, you know, and get the reps in and do more. Like tomorrow I'm going to do a lot more. Usually I don't talk on the camera when I'm doing this, as you'll notice, okay? But I'm just doing it for today to show you a few things and talk. So let's get back on the topic of fighting in a moment. Okay? I'm going to do some more reps. We're going to talk. Okay, so let's continue. Vertical hammers. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I started off in reps of 12. I mean, like recently I've been doing it, so reps of 12, then I've gone up to reps of 16, and then sometimes 20 like I'm doing now. So it's alright, gradually building up that strength, upping the reps, adding more on, you know. When I say upping the reps, I mean like adding more on, you know, loosening up if you feel you need to, you know, and you build your strength up that way, adding more reps on, and then more weight over time as well. I'm not going for like trying to be a bodybuilder, trying to do massive loads. If I was, I'd be talking too much as well. But what I'm trying to do is build up my strength gradually, you know, in my hands, in my arms, everything, you know, and I feel the power. That's how I'm doing it. But you know, I'm just like some skinny, slim guy who's trying to work it out. So I'm just saying, anybody can do it, right? Anyone can work out, you know, and develop themselves. I've worked on my flexibility and so much over the years. You can do it. Doesn't matter who you are, man or woman, boy or girl, thin or fat, tall, short, whatever. You've got a discipline in your mind, in your heart. You can train yourself to do incredible things, you know, in anything. And health is the first, most important thing. Having a strong mind and a strong body, you know, that comes before anything. So let's go. 1, 2. We'll do 20 again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can count too. This kid. 11, right? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and I feel the burn, tell you that. I do feel the burn. Okay. Do some more. Just loosening up my arm as I go, that's just helping it out, yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. Feels good already. I feel good. They say doing weights not only helps you for your old age, doing strength training, it will help you into your old age if you train. You know, they say you should get that in. You know, before you turn 50, do a lot of working out and then continue that for your life. Always working out though, you know. I know walking's good and stuff they say for the heart, but strength training is good, flexibility training is good, breathing is very, very important, you know. So, some people just do yoga or breathing activities, exercises, you know, different things they'll do, you know. Aerobics is good for people, you know. No matter what your age, you can always do something, you know. And Tai Chi, like Tai Chi, you know, or Barbara training is very good, but it's different kind of Chinese martial arts, you know, or martial arts in general, I'm saying. But all kinds of fitness is going to be good for you, you know. Now I'm going to blow my nose quickly, excuse me. You know, you can go running, dancing, football, basketball, whatever you want to do. Okay, now I'm going to do the monkeys as I call them. I'm just going to do around 16 to 20 reps. Alright, let's go. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20! Oh, that was hard, that was 20. That was quite hard, that 20 there. I felt the muscles in my shoulder muscles burning. Okay, now I want to say, yeah, so again, going back to what I was saying about fighting, you know, I always believe that it's better to avoid fights the best you can. But when I say fights, I mean really, even with the mind, even arguing, because violence has no mind, they say. So when you have to deal with people that are just arrogant or very rude, very very violent in the way that they're attacking in their mental state, and they just want to argue with you, they just want to prove a point. This person's off the rails, they're just mad, nuts, okay? So you need to remember, in my opinion, just to avoid that. You know, if you're a doctor in a crazy hospital, in a mental hospital, and you're a doctor, you don't want to lose your mind, do you, and start following the patients. You can mentally ill patients, right? Or if you're a psychologist and you start following someone with psychotic, you know, or some mental disorders. But if you're a prison person, someone working in a prison, you don't want to start losing your mind and just falling victim to that. Or if you're in anything, you've got to be the leader. You can't lead and control the world, but you need to make sure you can lead yourself. Otherwise, you'd have nothing going on. You know, army generals or whatever. You know, so your goal shouldn't be to control people or even to hurt people. But if you can control yourself on the mental side, you'll learn balance and you'll learn what's right and wrong, and you just become a more healthy person. Cut the bad habits, and if more people were like that in the world, we'd have more positive people going around. It doesn't matter how big and strong you are in your body. If your mind's not strong enough in your mind, okay, to be humble in your thoughts and stuff, okay, and you won't be able to communicate with others well. And so you've got to learn to be the bigger one, the more mature person, with the stronger muscle, the mind, the brain. You know, if someone's being nasty towards you, don't look for fights. Don't try and get tangled up in other people's jargon and language. That's no good for you, you know, because you'll replay their voice in your head over and over, or even one time over, like a record. You know, it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like a fire alarm going off when there's no fire. There's some noise in your head, which is just, you know, you've got to put that right. There's no alarm. There's no emergency. The people that have got their own problems, that's not your problem. You know. So that's what I think. So don't get caught up in it. Try and avoid it if you can. The same with fighting situations. But if you do need to fight physically, then my philosophy is you've got to win. And if you're always in the line of fire, that's no good. Trying to cover and you know, and having to fight, work with the guy. They're on the attack. They know what you're doing. So it's better to be stealth. If you can't get away, which you should be able to if it's stealth anyway. I'm saying that's the ninja type, you know, mindset of it. The ninja back in the day, the ninjas or the ninja of ancient Japan, or in places, they were very smart and wise like that. If they had to fight, if there was really for the sake of the greater good, or in terms of getting their mission done, and your mission should be to be living a peaceful life, really. If you want to fight, it means you want to win, right? That's what you want. You want to cut any trouble out in your life and find peace. That's what you're really looking for. So if you have to strike, what do you think's better? Because of your pride, your ego, or to be looking as though you're tough and get that reputation? No, that's nothing. That means you're a slave to people. You're still a robot to the world. You don't want to have to worry about that in the first place. You want peace and happiness in yourself. But the thing is, like, if you want to win, it means you want to win, right, when you want to fight. So basically, you don't want to give them any chance. You don't want to show them what you're doing. You know, you don't have to tell them, hey, I'm going to fight you now. Okay, throw your best punch. I'll see if I can get it. Because no matter how clever you are, or tough, or confident, you may come unstuck. If someone punches you in the eye, you may lose a knife. Or if someone suddenly pulls a knife out and stabs you, again, the same thing. You don't want to risk the unseen. Okay, you always be prepared for the unexpected. So just avoid trouble the best you can. But if you have to strike in and really win, as a ninja in a way as well. I guess you know, like the boxers back in the day, like or Mike Tyson or whatever, they'd be like, they want to knock you straight out. They knock you straight out. It's not about lasting, how long you can last and tough, either for ego or for yourself. You want to win. You want to go home to your crying baby, or go shopping, or get on with your life. You're a normal human being. You're not a crazy person, right? So you have to go in and deal with this problem if you can't avoid it, right? So the ninja attitude was, the moment the opponent guard is down or they don't expect it, bang, you go straight in and finish the job. I'm not telling you, I'm not advising people to be violent. You get snipers in the world and killers and shooters, you may call them cowards, but you see what I'm trying to say? I don't advise, I don't support people carrying guns, knives or whatever with a crazy mindset, I'm saying, and going out and trying to harm people, or even just your bare hands, you know? I'm not advising young people to go out there, just work out, get tough and train a fighting system, be it old school martial arts or this new MMA stuff. I'm not saying, I'm just saying you've got to understand what you're doing. You might do MMA, I'm not interested in MMA, but I'm just saying, like, all this laying down and ground fighting and grappling, because you've seen people do it on the TV and it looks, you know, tough and that, but all this, you don't see beyond that. There's a real life beyond just TV, and what you see is, you know, that, yeah, you just, you know, that you'll see a guy laying on the ground. Are you going to just do that just because that's your best place? Maybe you're really good fighting on the ground, that's your thing. And so you just want to lay on the ground, you're on your way to your wedding, or you're on your way to your, hopefully not funeral, but you're going on your way to your wedding, or just going shopping and you've got your best clothes on, or you've got an interview, you're going to go to your new job or something, and you're telling me you want to lay on the floor now and do that. No, you just want to get on with your life and get on with what you're doing, right? You're not the crazy one. So if you can stand up and just, you know, if you can run off, fair enough, run away. If you can fight, just get rid of the guy, you know, standing up, why not do that? Because the goal is, you know, the art of fight is like the art of fighting without fighting. If you can win fights without fighting, you're the master, you know. But you should be able to fight with at least effort as possible. Now you may say laying down is not a lot of effort. You know, I'm saying you still need to lay on that dirty ground. But whatever your position, I don't care, okay, I've got nothing against, no bias against different styles. Winning is the most important thing. So winning does not mean beating people down or having an ego, but winning is truly winning, really winning, okay? Getting rid of that problem that you're facing, or that danger that threatens life in general. Your world you live in, and the people around you and yours, will protect yourself and protect that person if need be. Protect them from themselves, because they're such a danger to themselves, and we need to clean this world out. For the people that are living, we all deserve a peaceful life. You know, and as for bullies, they're just cowards. But they're human beings and there's a problem in their mind. So you need to, communication is the best way, okay? Communication between young people and their parents, I believe also, right? Especially at home. We need more communication in the home, not just stuck on that mobile phone all the time. You know, and watching stuff online and not understanding, you know, communicate. Young people should respect the older people. Young people should respect the older people because they've had a lot of more years living here. Different experiences, but still experiences nevertheless. And the older people should respect the younger people as well. You know, we should respect each other and try and communicate, hear each other out, don't shout each other down, and try and control yourself. And you know, because violence has no mind. Be constructive. That way we may be able to lead this society into a much more peaceful place. We're all coming from the same, you know, we're all from planet Earth or the universe. Now I'm going to do my raises, let's go. Because I'm talking too much. I'm going to do the raises now above my shoulders, okay? Let's go. Hey. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, okay, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, okay, here we go. A few more punches in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. So when you do it, don't talk and don't try to control your breathing and you know, you shouldn't really be stopping too much and cool down. It's okay to have a break in between, but you need to focus and concentrate and do what you're doing, exercise, you know. So I should be finished now, but as usual I'm going to add a few more on. So I'm going to do a few more curls, what I'm going to do, curls, okay. I'm going to do a few more curls and then maybe something else, okay, so we'll see how it goes. Let's go. Straight away, let's go. 1, 2, 3, hold on, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Get that burn, you know. My friend Demsley says, get the burn. So yeah. Before I go, what I'm going to do before I go is I'm going to do screw it. I'll just do a few more hammer curls. I'll do 12 curls, followed by, get creative, followed by 4 punches, alternating, so that's 8 punches. Okay, let's go, slowly. 12 hammer curls, 8 alternating punches. As I say, there's different things you can do, as I say, lifting and stuff. Different kinds of lifts like that. Okay. So I'm ready, let's go. Get a good tight grip on those weights. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Up, go up again. And we'll get those punches. 1, 2, 3, they're good to do. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And there we are, we're done for today. I'm going to stop now. We'll do some more tomorrow. Just do a few more here. You want to push it a bit further. Get that burn, get the feel. As long as it feels good, you know. That's the most important thing. It feels good. You're burning, you're working out, but you know, you do what you can. So I want to say thank you for watching, okay? Train hard and stay safe, okay? Thanks for watching. Martial arts wise, focus on all your techniques when you're doing the techniques, you know, whatever you're doing, martial art wise, you know, make sure you've got, hold on, the alignment, make sure you've got the alignment, I say, you know, and the flexibility also. And yeah, the last final point on the fighting part also, yeah, I'm just saying that you can't wait for the opponent always, because you might come unstuck. It's better to go straight in and win with your strikes, hardcore striking. I'm not promoting violence, but you better, I believe it though, you know, really, and you know, you've got to go straight in. And if you can, you know, not let the opponent know what you're going to do. That's another thing. So, thanks for watching, I'll see you again very soon. Thanks a lot.
What you feel, be who you want. You don't have to waste your time in this life. Do what you want, be who you can. You don't have to ever ask yourself why.